now. Okay, there we go. We're good.
Okay, so basically, uh, Falling's gonna spawn in, right? You guys are all gonna be right in the middle. You want to come left, like on the edge of dog and bird's zone, and have your holder just keep calling right here the whole time. Because the way that the buttons work in this is that whichever region calling is standing in at any point, buttons will not spawn in that region. They spawn in the other two. So you pull calling over here, and then your holder keeps her right here the whole time. And then you guys are gonna stand right here on the edge of the scar and attack Tiger. If you did this properly, the only thing that can hit you will be the chains that come out from dog and the little hands that spawn on the ground. You don't have to worry
Does
about
Tiger
anything
walk
else.
over, or
No, he
is
No,
there
no,
perma
no,
over
no.
there?
You just gotta reach.
Okay.
Nate,
they
if you
just
can't reach, just hit dog. If you can't
With the
reach.
So
perma-
I'm not comboing. Okay.
another
Just make
another.
Nate your holder.
Or yeah, you can just do that.
Just make
Another
Nate your holder.
another thing to keep in mind is that there's there's a second passive thing to this phase, where if you have more than 2 people standing in a zone, you do reduce damage to the animal in that zone. So that's why dog is always the last one if you're doing cheese strat, because if everybody's standing here, dog's gonna take like no damage from your DPS the whole time. That's why
So
we DPS the other two.
kill Tiger, and then we just swap.
Yeah. So
We swap and then
after
kill Bird.
after you kill Tiger, you're all gonna stay in this spot right here. Your holder's gonna come over and pull calling to this side, and then when she's over here, you guys go over to this side and start doing the same thing for Bird.
Okay.
And it's kind of the same thing, like where you stand here on the tear, you're gonna stand like right over here by the scroll.
And what does the holder do though?
Stand left of
What
the
do they hold?
scroll.
So whoever the holder is, you need to look up Calling's mechanic. But essentially, he does like 4 moves: a front smack, a back smack, a scroll, and a grab and throw you.
Well, it's not. It's not a scroll in P3. It's only the scroll in P2.
I mean, it's whatever that push thing is.
She basically she attacks
The
front
blue
like
thing.
she attacks in front of her and behind her. If you stand right in the middle when she does the attack, you don't get hit.
Also,
Yeah.
Howie, that's probably your
The
job.
inside calling.
Or
Essentially, you're always gonna be playing on Calling.
yeah, or you could just
You just like adjust left and right depending on what mechanic she does.
But the
Howie,
most,
you're probably holding.
He's not.
Oh,
in
No,
our
he's not in our party.
He's not in our
Howie's not in-
party.
He's
Howie's
not
not in-
ready.
Hey, you should
I'm
explain to them.
holding-
Logan, you should
But-
explain to them what chains and buttons do.
okay, so basically, I'll start with the buttons because that's easier to explain first. Occasionally, like every 15, 20 seconds or something, you'll see. I'm actually use different colors. You'll see like these buttons spawn on the map, right? If you step on a button, there's like a second or like a half second to a second delay, and then it'll pop.
It's like Saren bombs.
Kind of like Saren Bomb, yeah. If you're standing on the button when it pops, you get a little hand indicator above your head. In 5 seconds after you get the hand on your head, it's gonna explode and do a lot of damage. And that damage happens to everybody standing on top of you as well.
Oh.
And then another important thing as well that I didn't mention earlier is that whatever zone calling is in, if you're standing in a different zone from calling, you take more damage and you can't heal. So in the bomb from the buttons, if you get hit with the bomb and you're standing outside the zone, the bomb will one-shot you from full health. Because it does 60%.
And I believe in P3 across all of us, we only have 6 lives in total, right?
Yeah, because so what'll happen is you'll load into P3, and you'll fully gauge dog and completely deplete Tiger's gauge, which will drain your lives from 1,000 to 300. So you have 6 lives to work with in this phase.
Okay.
I see.
You guys need a bishop.
But so yeah, that's but like I said, the buttons they spawn in. If you see them, just stay away from them. If your holder's playing it right and you're standing in the right spot, you never have to worry about the buttons ever.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
Just
ask.
up jump
It's
the chain
like
attack from dog.
if we're perma stain and dog and calling's perma stain and dog, we never get buttons, right? So it's fine.
The only way you get hit by a button is if you don't up jump the TP and you get TP'd on top of a button.
Ah.
All right, and then there's the chains. So you see the chains that are around dog. Every 10 seconds, he's gonna put an indicator on every single person and then fire out a bunch of chains. So like, let's say this is the indicator, right? And then you'll have like a bunch of chains coming at you from dog. All you gotta do is just up jump, and you won't get hit.
Nice.
But
If you do
get
get
hit,
chains,
they don't do that much
They'll drag you.
damage.
It'll drag you depending on what direction. Most all the way left or all the way right.
No,
Is
they
there
all-
any mechanic that isn't iframeable?
the last mechanic of the fight, but you never have to worry about it in easy mode because you kill her super fast.
Nice.
Basically, put Collins back up.
Hmm.
When you kill all 3 animals, Colin gets a mechanic where every minute she does an FMA in whatever region she's standing in. And if you're in the region when she FMAs, it kills you no matter what. Through iframe, through door, everything.
It's like
But-
You're
a,
gonna
a true
one
one shot.
shot her before
It's a true it's a true one shot.
Yeah, but you're gonna kill her before she ever does that.
Yeah, your party will probably one burst it anyways.
A single
wait,
person's
uh,
origin should be able to kill it.
By the way, in Easy Calling's HP, like her total bar, all 4 bars, or all 3, I guess technically, it's equivalent to 1 peril. So even though it looks like
Oh.
really big, it's actually like, yeah,
Yeah,
she's actually like really easy to kill.
each one of these guys has like 120 HP.
Oh.
So like you'll get Colling's bar down to like the last segment, and then as soon as you kill dog, it'll just done.
Yeah.
So in P3, should the other 4 people all be bursting, or should it split it like between Tiger and?
You kill one
Bird.
peril at a time.
So what'll
Everybody
happen-
kills Tiger, and then everybody kills Bird, and
Yeah,
then
so
you
what-
kill Dog
what
plus
hap-
Scaling.
What happens essentially is, remember how I mentioned that like you pull Calling over here and you start doing it the same thing to Bird?
Yeah.
After you kill Bird, you guys are gonna be standing right here and just DPS dog down. When dog gets to like 10%, your holder will pull Calling over and you guys will just burst it from there.
Oh, so you're bursting the last 10% of Dog, Bird, and Calling at the same time?
No, Bird will be dead by then.
Dog and Colin.
Bird will be,
The
Bird will
bird's
be
not
dead.
gonna kill Bird.
Yeah, but I guess that's what I'm not understanding. 1 burst is gonna be enough for just Tiger and Bird?
So keep in
One
mind,
burst?
like Tiger, like I said earlier, Tiger or all the animals have like 120 T, so 10% of that is 12 T. Everybody bursting together should just be able to vaporize the 12 T even through the damage reduction, and then just
Yeah.
kill Calling with the afterburst.
Yeah, Nate. So you load into P3, go stand on the scar, you burst the Tiger. He's probably gonna die pretty quickly, and then you swap positions with the holder. So you go to the left of the scroll, and the holder goes on to around the scar. You guys go kill Bird.
You guys will DPM
I
Bird.
think it is going to be a lot better if I just see it,
Yes.
so we
Yeah.
can send.
It is
Essentially, what you're
it is
yeah,
very
we can
simple.
go right now. But essentially, what you're doing is burst Tiger, DPM Bird, burst, and then burst Dog with Calling at the same time.
So like when
Yeah.
dog is at 10%, you
Yes.
just origin and everyone just pumps into dog and you'll automatically be pumping into calling right after. And her HP will
yeah.
just unlock from like 40% to 0 and then that's it.
Also,
So
Logan,
then-
do you
Let's send this. Let me
wait? Do
actually
you
see
guys
it.
Well, I mean, our party does this. We run full healing fams for P3. Do you guys do that too?
We will
I
be
don't
doing
know
that,
if
yes.
you want.
We do not do that.
Okay.
I don't do that.
Oh.
Our party, Howie?
The one with the bishop?
Healing fams.
You
Yeah, but honestly,
Probably
we never
don't.
die. We never die.
Yeah. The
We
only
do never die.
The only thing that
honestly
you might
almost never
want
die.
is I can when we're all. So one thing that our party doesn't do, that now that Cooper's explaining it, I wish we do. Everyone move
You do.
left
You do.
onto Bird, so that way it baits Calling over no matter what. So I'm not fighting the bait Calling every time.
Basically, yeah. So
are
Oh,
you
that's funny.
spamming interact, Howie? Are you
I,
using your
I
interact?
hit my interact after we're about to hit, or like after we're done with the. So what we do is we'll origin bite, right? We'll origin bite, so it doesn't matter. Calling's like whatever. Afterwards, I hit my interact on the left side, and sometimes she'll move over, sometimes she won't. And so it's like, what the fuck is happening here? So if I knew that beforehand, it'd be a lot nicer.
Yeah, the reason we started doing the everybody goes left and then we move over right is because there's been times where our holder just goes left and everybody goes right, and even after they use the interact, calling doesn't move over; she just stays on top of the group.
Yeah. Exactly.
Is there
Yeah, that
anything I can
happens
do to
more
fuck
often
up
than not.
aggro? Like if I'm left, right? So say we bait left, and then my dash hits. Am I not allowed to dash to the right,
What do you mean?
You should be
or
fine.
does hitting it try to grab aggro?
What do you mean? Oh, calling?
Yeah.
For you to aggro calling, there's a interact key button that'll just
Okay.
bait her. That's what should be happening. If you hit interact and she comes to you, it's all good. Everyone else can do whatever the fuck they want. I think.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Channel 4, come on.